food. If there's one pasta dish everybody should know how to make, it is lasagna.
And now, word on the street is that you make a mean vegetable lasagna. So where do we begin with
I
this
like
thing?
meat, but I also like getting the vegetables in, trying to do a couple of meatless meals a week. So here's your recipe grid.
Got it all laid out here.
And you can put any vegetables. We got zucchini and peppers and onions and garlic, but whatever. So anyway, you take a box of lasagna. Okay, some people, I don't mind the no-boil lasagna, to be honest, but heavily, because it just saves a little step. But anyway, heavily salted water, you put that in, you bring it to a boil. While that's happening, you got your chopped up veggies. We've got a couple of different kinds of zucchini, of squash, we got onions, we got peppers, and we got garlic. To me, there are few things as good as the smell of garlic sauteing in your house. It's ambrosia. Anyway, you're just going to cook this till it gets soft. You don't want to brown it or anything like that. A little salt in there, and you're good. Now you come up front here. You've got your cooked veggies. You can add a store-purchased marinara sauce. Other thing I like to do, you get a box or can of crushed tomatoes and just saute that up.
So any kind of spaghetti sauce you see in the grocery aisle will work.
That's right.
Okay.
But if you just use the boxed crushed tomatoes, there's less sugar in that. Also, red pepper flakes, some basil that's been chopped up. You saute that down.
Stir that all in that bad boy.
Let it get all nice and toasty.
Love it.
Now, for your filling, you take ricotta cheese, a couple of eggs, some salt and pepper.
Now, what if you find yourself halfway through and you don't have any ricotta cheese in the house? Is there another cheese?
You could use some cottage cheese if you want.
So cottage cheese works too?
Yeah, I mean, you can. And then you throw a little pepper in. You're going to mix that up. Get this nice, almost like cheese batter going. All right? Now, you've got your noodles that have cooled off a little bit.
And understand the noodles, you don't want to cook all the way through. Why is that?
You want them a little al dente because this is going to go back in and bake.
Oh, so you're going to continue cooking later on.
Continue cooking.
Gotcha.
So you put some sauce in the beginning. Okay. And then you put a layer of your lasagna down.
Noodles in there.
Noodles down. And then you're going to take some of your mixture here.
Is it okay to overlap the noodles? Does that work?
You can, but it's going to cook. They're going to expand a little bit too. Okay. And you're going to go and you're just going to keep doing this layer by layer.
This is heaven on a
And how many layers do you want to get in your tray there?
Well, as deep as your dish is, and then you're going to take some of that fantastic sauce, put some more on it.
What did you use here? This is what I want. You did the tomatoes?
Yeah, tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. I love them. And then a little Parmesan, and then you just layer, and then you get to this point where you've got it all filled up. You're going to take your mozzarella.
Put that on the top.
Put that on the top. All right.
Now, how much longer do you need to bake it for?
Well, here's what you're going to do. You're going to cover it up with foil. Okay. 40 minutes at about 400. Then you take the foil off, let it cook another 10 minutes. And you're going to end up with something like that.
So it gets that nice crispiness on the top.
Amazing. My grandmother says I need to leave some on the plate when we do these segments. She says, so Grandma, I'm going to leave this until the show is over, and then I'm going to finish the other half.
Well,
just for you.
Just for you, Grandmama. Well, before we go, we want to give a shout out to one of our food club members, Joni Simon from Phoenix, Arizona. She made her own perfect pasta, green chili, mac and cheese. Ooh. Oh, that is looking good. Now, to get my recipe and Joni's, head to today.com/food. Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.